Hello Taurus, and welcome to your 2024 yearly zodiac reading. We'll be going through each month of 2024 and we're going to cover areas such as your overall energy, love, finance, career, and general advice. Please be mindful that this is for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So please double check your chart. In case you have other placements and other signs, please watch the appropriate videos to get your overall aspects for the year. And please look in the description box down below. I will also list the decks, but I'll also give you timestamps. So please allow me enough time to get your cards out on the table, and I will return with your reading. Alright Taurus, welcome back to your reading. I have all your cards out on the table. I did stipulate certain categories and I was trying to keep it to a 1-card limit for each category. However, Spirit had different ideas apparently for Taurus placements. You have a lot of multiple cards in certain areas, particularly things like love or career kind of, or finances and career, I should say. So let's go ahead and get started. What's going on with you in January? We have community. Okay. So we're being quite sociable for January, which January, New Year. A lot of us like to do things like go to New Year's parties or perhaps, reunite with people. Perhaps you're doing a very late Christmas and it didn't come on time, so you're having to do that later. Our finances, we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Not surprised to see that. So far, a lot of the signs that I've looked at, of course, something 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, they've all come up in the reverse for finances in January. We do a lot of spending throughout the holiday season. It's winter time. A lot of us are suffering financially. Not that big of a surprise. So your career, we have the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Oh, yes. So we're being a little bit more flexible. We've also got a lot more freedom in our work for the month of January. The holidays have passed, so maybe instead of a lot of time constraints, we're now moving a little bit more fluidly rather than being, under pressure, which is great. And in love, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Yes, we are very well being balanced. So that work aspect versus the love aspect, we are balancing and managing our relationships in time fairly wisely across the board. That is great. And our general advice, the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. Put your energy in things that are worth it. Also, watch the fruit of your labor. In career, we've got things that are going a little bit easier. So all the past endeavors are now catching up to you, which, makes it easier for your career. Maybe you're going to end up having more free time because all that hard-pressed deadlines, as I said, from the holiday season have now passed. So you're going to have an easier time at work. That allows you more time for your relationships, your friend group, your romantic interests. However, that may still leave you in the hole financially because you're trying to make up for expenditures that you made over the holidays, and that takes some doing. So let's get into your February. We have higher power. Ooh. Okay. Seems like your connection to the divine is a little bit more hyped. We're looking at spiritual practices more in the month of February, because they're highlighting the light coming out of the third eye chakra. Okay, so insight, spiritual prowess is a little bit stronger. Finances, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Still not that surprised to see. We're still recovering from financial hardship over the holiday season. And of course, February is the month of love. We have Valentine's Day. So if you are not single, chances are you're still paying money for a Valentine's Day gift, or maybe a dinner, you know, a big date night. Not surprised to see that we are still uncomfortable with our finances. Probably still recouping, but they're still not where we would like. Career. Okay, career. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Justice card in the reverse. Okay. It feels like there was a misstep at work. Perhaps you made a vital mistake. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. I'm not gonna go too deeply into it, but yeah, perhaps there is a vital mistake at work. Maybe, you know, your computer system goes down and everybody's sent home, so you're out the money because until the computer issue is fixed, you can't work. And you're not the cause of that, but it's still a hardship that you have to contend with, you know, just as an example. And your love life, the Three of Pentacles. Ooh, we went from the Two of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles. Yes, teamwork makes the dream work. So you're either building a relationship with somebody, a potential lover or a potential person to date, or for those of you that are already in a relationship that's already established, you're working well in harmony. So your love life is going great. And our general advice, ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Opportunities abound. A gift. I want to say this is probably for your love life, but at the same time, I'm getting drawn a little bit over here to your higher power. So your intuition, your spiritual prowess is being hyped. You might actually get more taps on the shoulder from your ancestors, your guides, your spirit in general. You might be seeing more signs and synchronicities, things like that. Messages, opportunities from the universe, and your intuition's going to need to pick up on that. Perhaps this misstep at work is something that could be avoided, or you could foresee in the future, and that is what your gift is this month, is to really be on the ball with it, be more in the forefront of it. So pay attention to opportunities coming your way this month. Use your opportunities wisely. Don't squander them. If I can pick up the cards, that would be great. Okay, and let's look at your March. A leg up. Ooh, we like this. Anytime a leg up shows up, it means the universe is either working for us, we have a breakthrough moment, you know, think of it as an ace of sorts, divine intervention. This is always good because this means someone else or the universe is propping us up. It's, you know, they're behind our back and pushing us in the right direction. So the energy is working for us for the month, and that is fantastic. Finances, how does it look? We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, like I said, for February, if there was a misstep at work, it may or may not have been caused by you. You might have been out of some money. Perhaps they told you no more overtime. And that always sucks, because the money that we thought we could have from overtime, well, that money's not there. Or perhaps there's a misstep, whatever. Maybe you got screwed out of holiday pay. So your finances still aren't where you wish them to be, and trying to budget and make it work is not exactly in your favor this month. Things might be more tight than you wished. So career, let's see what's going on in career now that we said that. We have the Knight of Wands and the Sun in the reverse. Yeah, there may be certain areas in your career where you're wasting your energy. You might be a little cutthroat, a little ruthless, a little too enthusiastic in some areas that will not pan out. Perhaps you offered to work on a project for a very big client, and despite being enthusiastic for it, it does not go that well. And that might, yeah, impact your finances, especially if you work on something like a commission. So I'm wondering what this leg up is here, and I think it has to do with your love life here. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh. Okay. Remember, anytime that you have a relationship with somebody, it's a work in progress. It always is. It's a growing opportunity. And nobody is perfect. Not a single one of us is perfect. In fact, all of us have flaws. And you guys might need to realize that. Whether you are single, or you are dating somebody, or you're married to somebody, you have flaws. Every other person you meet has flaws. So that seems to be highlighted for you. Maybe you're just annoyed with the person across from you that is a blind date because they chew so loudly, or they chew with their mouth open, whatever. It's a pet peeve. And it's a flaw. Maybe it's off-putting, a red flag, and you're just like, no, I can't do it. Just remember, everyone has flaws. I don't know who needs to hear that, but apparently somebody does in this pile. For Taurus energy. And your overall general advice is the Five of Pentacles. Everyone forgets that sometimes when things are not working out for you, work, money, to show gratitude. So for some of this, if something is not working out, realize that sometimes certain things do not work out on purpose. A leg up. So perhaps you are being blocked from something for a reason. Perhaps the universe is trying to protect you in the month of March. Because all that kind of adds up to, yeah, you're being shifted in some format, protected in some format. So remember, when things are down, they're not going to be down all the time. And at the same time, be grateful for what you have. Because there's always going to be somebody who has less than you. There's always going to be somebody that's going to be envious of you. Because, yeah, you have things that they don't. So just remember that. Alright, Taurus. We are going to end up here in your April. Ooh, time to go. Time to go, time to go. Gotta go right now. Okay. So, I have to say, this feels like a little bit of spring fever. That urge to go. To not be cooped up inside anymore. To, you know, be outside. Whether this is with friends, getting back to nature, just perhaps this is also your career. Perhaps things are picking up at work for you. Maybe springtime is your busiest time of the year. So we're going to see what comes up. And they did give us 2 cards for your finance. We have Judgment and the Ace of Swords. Ooh, so you're being brilliant with your money. Either you have a brilliant idea that pays off of how you can save money, create money, or perhaps organize your money. That right there is fantastic for finance. That is worth looking at, paying attention to for the month. And they gave us 2 cards for your career as well. We have the Fool and the Four of Swords. Okay, 4 swords in the reverse. We are not resting. Time to go. Gotta go right now. That's where that energy is. So yeah, you hit the ground running, literally. You throw yourself into work. And maybe the reason why you have this, great increase or aspirations with your money is because you're throwing yourself headlong into work. Perhaps you end up earning a bonus this month for April. Perhaps if you do work on commission, you get a large commission. So you are being very honest, very direct, very precise with that money. You know exactly what you want to do with it, how to invest it, how to save it, how to spend it. Because, yeah, there's a clarity there with that finance. Nice energy. Okay, relationships. We got love. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, yes. Now, this is not a gender-specific reading, but we are definitely very fertile. They're highlighting the rabbit here. So, whether or not you are male or female, if children are an option, please be aware you might have that energy of conceiving a child or birthing a child, because this is a little bit of a glow-up energy. We're perfecting our relationship and how we look. So you might also be focused more on the aesthetics of your outward appearance, whether you are single or whether you're married. Maybe, you dress more to match, or maybe you go have a date night and you go to someplace nice where you dress up. You look the gentlemanly and ladylike part. You look like you match. So our general advice, we have the Chariot. Yes, you are on the move. Yeah, gotta go right now. I had this sense of urgency. And we have it twice, the Four of Swords reverse and the Chariot. Yes, you are very much all over the place. You are on the move in so many ways. And this could be not just in your career, like I said, this could be you spending time with friends. This could be spending time with a loved one. But you and wanting to hold still is really not going to happen much in the month of April. Okay, so let's look at May. We have chaos and conflict, of course. Things were going great, and now we have something cropping up, and it's a hitch in our step. So let's go ahead and see what else comes up. Finance. We have Four of Wands. Yay! Finances. Finances are actually looking really great, because this means that we've hit a goal in some way. Maybe we've hit a certain goal for our 401k or our retirement plan. Maybe we've also earned enough that we're happy financially, that we have enough excess for savings, or we can splurge on the item that we want. So we perceive that as not only freedom, but a victory of some sort. So career. 8 of Wands. Reverse. Okay, things are slowing down. And after being so much on the go the previous month, slowing down could be a good thing, but at the same time, we could also perceive that as a conflict. Because if we work solely on commission, and I don't know why commission keeps on coming up, but it must pertain to somebody that has Taurus placements. Whoever you are, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. But if things are really slow and you work on commission, say you're a realtor and you only earn money if you either sell or help a buyer buy a home, so you get that 1% commission. So if things are slow, that might be a problem for you. Because that's your bread and butter. Okay, and love. We have the Moon card in reverse. Ooh, so we have some honest truths coming about. I feel like this is either hidden desires or confessions of some sort. So please take that as it resonates. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. I'm not going to dig too far into that energy. I'm a Scorpio, but I'm not going to do it. And our general advice here is we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Despite things maybe being all over the place, things are actually moving in the right direction. Our finances look good. Like I said, things slowing down at work may be a good thing, but at the same time, if you work on commission, that could be a conflict. You might find some hidden desires or, confessions a little disturbing. Perhaps somebody asks for something in the bedroom that you have a problem with. But overall, this is actually a good month. You're actually doing very well, and you're better off than what you probably think you are, despite it all. Okay, so June. What's going on in June? TikTok. Oh, yes. Timing, apparently, is very much a prevalent thing in your reading for 2024. And I'm getting deadlines from this. So we're going to keep on going. Finances. They gave us 2 cards. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Star in the reverse. Okay, you might be a little fed up with trying to create new streams of income, or trying to manage finances, which, let's face it, none of us want to balance a checkbook. It's not exactly the grandest time unless you're an accountant and you really like numbers, in which case, I'm sorry, you're a weirdo to me, but take that as it resonates. And it could be that when it comes to just looking at your finances through fresh eyes, you don't have that renewed energy to muster up the strength to take action on it. So beware of neglecting your finances. And the fact that we have TikTok here, and I said deadlines, be aware of your paying your bills on time. Okay, career. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. Cookie crumbles. Okay, so not only paying bills on time, but beware of deadlines at work. If you are not putting the right amount of energy in to your work, the quality not only goes down, but you may not hit a deadline. So I'm going to leave that as is. So love, we have the Sun in the reverse. Oh my gosh. Trouble in paradise. For those that are single, you could just be going out trying to find a partner and finding the dating pool less than ideal. Now, for those of you that are in a relationship or married, you could, have some trouble in paradise this month. It could be the fact that you just don't spend enough time with your significant other, such as, or you're just not getting enough out of the relationship. Let's look at our general advice. We have the 8 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. Messages, deadlines. Beware of your pacing here. Make sure you're putting the right amount of energy in, because if you're not, you're going to have issues. So timing is everything in the month of June for you. Being on the ball, paying your bills, being on the ball with all your deadlines at work, making sure that you are putting in the right amount of effort. And that seems to be across the board, because that can also fall underneath the realm of love here. So, yes. Are you focused? Are you managing your time wisely? Are you getting those deadlines and things done? Or are you getting distracted? All right, Taurus, we're going to look at your July here. We have why. Oh, gosh. And the word I'm getting is unexpected. Unexpected. Why? Unexpected. Okay, so this can cover a lot of ground. We're going to go ahead and get into the rest of your cards and see what else comes up. Okay, for finances, King of Wands. Ooh, yeah, we're being a little flashy, bold, and assertive with our money. Now, if we're spending it wisely, that could be a good thing. At the other time, it could be a little fun now and come to bite you later. So, let's see what else comes up here. We have career. We have also the King of Wands. You have double King of Wands. 2 different decks. Okay. So you're being very creative. You're taking charge at work. You're getting some stuff done. If you work on a team, you're using your leadership skills wisely. So I always think of the King of Wands as the minor card for the Emperor. So yeah, you're bossing it up at work. You're handling business. You're being on the ball. Okay, and love, we have judgment in the reverse. Oh, okay. Unexpected. So you might have something crop up, either in your dating life or in a relationship, and it is not definitely what you expected to happen or for them to say. And if you're single and looking, perhaps you end up with somebody that you definitely didn't want, and they're just like a weirdo, or maybe they give you red flag creep vibes, and you're just like, why? Why does this person like me? Why do I have to put up with this? It's interesting that the dating scenario comes up stronger than the couple's energy. Couple's energy. And couple's energy, it was bringing me back to the King of Wands. So maybe somebody does overspend or purchases something unexpected without telling you, and that raises an eyebrow. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. Our overall general advice is the 8 of Cups. Moving on, moving forward. Getting on with it, yes. Previous in work, we had some bumpy situations. Things were a little bit down. It looks like maybe our area in that region has recovered, so we're moving on to bigger and brighter things. And they're going to be coming in. And they're pointing out the full moon here on this card. Yeah, some insights on the way. That is what we are desiring, but also what we're heading towards. So interesting. July, and it could be that some of this timing happens around the time of the full moon for the month of July. So August, what's going on in August? We have Between Worlds. Okay. Changing of cycles. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting changing of cycles. We're going to leave that there. We're going to see what else comes up. Finances. We have the Three of Pentacles. So, we're being very wise with our money because we're able to build. We're able to amass more. Whether or not that is help from other people or other sources of income. Maybe we're pooling our assets in one spot. So we're building it instead of having a little over here, a little over there, a little over there, some thrown in a drawer. We're putting it all together and amassing it. Career, Five of Swords. Changing cycles. We're changing gears here. And yeah. Oh, okay. Work. You might end up with some new coworkers. Some struggles with your coworkers or management. Certain people could be quitting, or you could get new hires in. So, between cycles, between worlds, changing of the guard. Yeah, you might end up with some new people. And love, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Okay. So some people's love life is going to be slowing down. Others, when it comes to picking up on little nuances, you know, them dropping a hint, you may literally drop the ball. So try to be a little bit more direct with what you want to say, or if somebody's trying to drop you hints and you don't get it, ask. For God's sakes, ask. And our general advice, ooh, Ace of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, our money is overflowing. That is good. And for some of you, your money might be increasing, that maybe you're leaving poverty for the middle class. But ultimately, it seems like your overall well-being is doing fairly well. Remember to hold on to that lighthearted feeling. Don't overstress yourself, especially at work. And yes, do pay attention to your loved one. Like I said, don't drop the ball if they're giving you hints or anything. Make sure your lines of communication stay clear. Leave that energy there. And we're going to keep moving on to September. We have mending. For some of you, this is going to be that work situation. Very much so. Especially if you end up with, like I said, new coworkers, maybe new management, or perhaps new policies at work, etc. Things change, new contracts, whatever. It's going to take some getting used to repair the damage, to get everything working together, making sure all the pieces are moving. And for those of you that dropped the ball on communication the previous month with a loved one, spouse, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, maybe this is the month where you fix that. You right that wrong. Finances, we have the Sun. Oh yes, things are all hunky-dory. And you might see more money in the month of September. Maybe a raise, maybe a promotion, maybe September is where some of you have a birthday. For those of you that have a Taurus rising, Taurus moon, or a Taurus Venus. So maybe this is you literally getting money as gifts. You know, you get gift cards, whatever. But things are really shining bright when it comes to your finances. So the effort that you've put there is now paying off. Career, we have the Knight of Cups. Huh. Well, when you enjoy doing something you love, even if this is a new career, maybe you're trying to build other streams of income, hence the Sun card here. You're finding a passion project as a side career, a side hustle, and it pays, and you enjoy that. That is great energy to have. I love that. And love, we have the Seven of Wands reverse, and we have the Four of Swords reverse. Okay, we have to get into this energy a little bit. This could be where your mending is coming in. Perhaps you did drop the ball a little bit on the previous month, and this month you realize you have to be honest, you have to be unguarded, that you did drop the ball, so there's no point in being defensive about it. You just have to admit, okay, yeah, I forgot our anniversary, honey, I'm sorry. Or, yeah, I forgot to do this, so sorry. Or, you know, perhaps you forgot somebody's birthday. Whatever it is, you're being more open, more vulnerable. You're fessing up to something, or perhaps they're fessing up to you. That way you two can move on. Mending, you're working on it. Communication, yes. Great to see. So please take that as it resonates. And your general advice is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. And I think this pertains more to our love energy. You don't have a relationship if you're not partners. You don't have a relationship if you're not willing to build, to work on it. It takes two. It literally takes two. And it's not just a, hey, I'm yours, you're mine, dead, done, over with, happy ever after. No, that's not the way this works. In a relationship, it means you fight hard for each other every day. It means you both put in energy, and hopefully you're matching that energy. So one person is giving one day, one person's giving the next, but it's an equal measure. It's not some person always giving and another person always taking. Like I said, it feels like somebody's fessing up here to something. Mending, repairing, yes. So love, relationships, might have a downhill moment, and you gotta work it out and realize you can't be in a relationship by yourself, not with another person present. You always have a relationship with yourself, yes, but for having a relationship with somebody else, it can't be all you all the time. It can't be all just them all the time. It takes two. It has to be both of you wanting to work together, compromise together. I'm going to go ahead and, move on from that. I don't think I really need to explain that anymore. October. I do believe they gave some extra cards for a couple different placements for October. Our overall energy, thinker. Okay. We're being logical this month. And possibly, from the sounds of it, from what I'm getting, you're thinking things through before you open your mouth. So instead of opening your mouth and inserting your foot, you're thinking before you speaking. And considering we had relationship issues before, miscommunication seems to come up. Thinking before you do something, or thinking before you speak, that is wise. So finances. They gave us two cards. We have the Fool and the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, yes. So you're taking what you have, and it sounds like you are utilizing it wisely into a fresh start. So perhaps you're taking what you have out of one bank and putting it into a new bank. Perhaps one that has a saving account or something with a higher interest rate or has other amenities, things like that. So you're being very practical. And if some of you are starting a new business, you're taking that leap of faith and trusting that what you have will end up growing instead of being too big of a risk. I assume you weighed the pros and cons on that one. I'm also getting new stream of income. Profitable income. Okay. We're going to leave that there. We're going to look into a career now. Oh, I did the Aries reading, and they gave this, I think, for almost the same month, too. The Two of Cups and the Ace of Wands. This is the universe pairing you up with the correct job or life purpose, inspired action, divine inspired action right here. This could also be a side hustle, or perhaps you finally tapping into your life purpose, hence the new income that's highly lucrative. So, yeah. Everybody pay attention to October. This is also probably something you're thinking about, because we do have the Fool card on the table. If we're rearranging finances or trying to upstart a business or expand a business, thinking about it first is always good. Weigh your pros and cons, people. Love. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Okay. We had some bumpy relationship issues in the last couple months. Five of Swords says we are over that hump. Things are healed. Things are totally mended. So we've been open, honest. We're obviously thinking before we're speaking. The lines of communication are not as strained anymore. That's great. So our general advice, we have Judgment and the King of Cups. Yeah. Go where your heart leads you. Not only in love, bridge the gap. Make sure that, if this is your person, that you express yourself in the most healthy way that you possibly can, being open and honest, leaving your heart unguarded and speaking your truth, but also thinking it through. That way you don't hurt the other person. And at the same time, like I said, divinely connected inspiration or divinely connected life purpose. We literally have the Judgment card here and the King of Cups. So yes, discovering your life purpose may very well happen in the month of October for you in 2024. So be aware of signs, synchronicities, being aware of what your higher self, your guides, your ancestors, your angels are trying to tell you, and following your heart, following where that inspiration, those positive high frequency vibes are leading you, are going to be exceedingly important in the month of October. That's fantastic. Okay, November. We have co-create. Okay, we just went through life purpose possibly being revealed. So when we take that energy, we co-create with the universe, especially when we are divinely guided to do something. When we take that advice and we run with it, instead of fighting the universe, we're now meeting the universe halfway, and that process continues. Very much so. Things come to fruition. So let's see what your finances are, because they did give us multiple cards. We have the Five of Wands and the Hangman. Okay, so we're very aware, or we're at least becoming aware of our own potentials, but our own limits. So if we're getting something off the ground, we may realize that we can't do this overnight. We can't afford to act like we're a multi-million-dollar company when we're barely making a profit. So expanding and growing as if we have money to throw around is not in our potentials. Why? Because we're limited. Yeah, so you may be tested a little bit financially. You might realize that in order to protect yourself, that you can't just randomly throw money around. You have to be a little bit wiser in how you use it. And you might be a little frustrated with constraints on that. Just what I'm getting. Okay, career. We have the Eight of Cups. Okay, yeah. Certain ideas you're going to have to leave behind. Like I said, you have limited potentials, or you realize what your potential is, or you have limits. And in this case, it feels more like limits. So there's certain things that you're going to realize that you just can't do yet. So you're going to have to walk away from that, revisit it later. For some of you, if you've discovered your life purpose and it is not where you're currently at, this is a month where you're going to leave that job. You're working on leaving that behind. Why? Because you're going to give your attention to what your life purpose actually is. Because the job that you've been working doesn't mean it was necessarily what your life purpose is. Those two things are not inclusive. They're not always coinciding. And if we're co-creating, we're going after the life purpose. Yes, if we're leaving a job, we may be limited on what we can spend, because we're trying to get one thing off the ground while leaving the other. Okay, love. We have the King of Cups and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Both in the reverse. Okay. Some of you might have someone in your life that does not see what you're doing and does not agree with it. And that may cause some conflict. You may not see eye to eye. You see this as something worth it, something of potential, something you want to do, you desire to do, but it may mess up your finances. It may change your availability. It may change so much. And the communication between you and what that impacts for your relationship may muddy the waters. So be upfront and honest with this person that, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. This is how I feel about it. This is what I can offer you. This is what I'd like you to help me with. Yeah, let's see what your general advice is. The Sun in the reverse. Yeah, there's always kind of a give and take. And this is your rocky moment. Like I said, if you're leaving a job, that's going to put pressure, stress on you. Your relationship may suffer. And overall, it's a transition phase. You're working on life purpose. You're working on things that are better. But there's always going to be that period where things are not that great. You haven't hit the other side yet. So let's see how your year ends here. Okay, December. We have time for a nap. Okay. You may be needing a break at this point. I just get the need for sleep. Not because it says time for a nap, but just maybe you're working longer hours. Maybe you're stressing too much and sleep helps. Okay, and this was one of the highest placements for cards. They gave us 4 cards for finance. We have the Devil, the Five of Swords, the Lovers, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. Okay, when it comes to money, there's always times where we have hang-ups when it comes to money. Will we have enough? What can we spend? You know, there's that feeling of lack or not having enough or not knowing what to do with it, or just obsessing over money because we've just thrown ourselves headlong into, I need more money, I need more money, I gotta have it now, now. It's that obsessive energy, and it causes conflict. So we're going to have to be more wise with our money in December to make sure we don't overspend. You know, we don't shoot the pooch, as they say. That way we're making better choices that can actually last. And if you don't have a good reason for the expenditure, then don't do it. Plain and simple. If it's not a necessity, if it's not something that you can justify, then don't do it. That's about all I can see for right now. We're going to look at the rest of what we have here. Career. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. Needing sleep. Overtime. Burning the midnight oil. We are very much working hard at what we're putting our hand to. A lot of things are coming together. Like I said, we might be money driven right now. Very much so with what came up here. Knowing we have to meet the bills. We have to, you know, buy the Christmas gifts. We have to make a profit. That could be your drive, your motivation. And you could end up burning yourself out at some point. Or approaching burnout. And make sure to take care of yourself. We might also be exhausted because we're stressing about the money. So let's see what's going on with love. We have Death in the reverse. And the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Our efforts when it comes to our relationship has gone on a downhill slide, and it doesn't really seem to be changing. We're more focused on work and money, and not so much on engaging with a loved one, spending time with a loved one, giving them the proper attention. So they always say when work is going well or you're focusing too much on work, your relationships suffer. And occasionally that tends to hold true. And for this month it does. What is our general advice? The World in the reverse. Yeah. You're trying to complete things as if you can get that goal point, that success mark overnight. And that is to your own detriment. You're burning yourself out. You're being too focused on money. You're not, you're still working hard. You're still creating what you want to create. But it's not an end-all or be-all thing. It's not going to come solely in the month of December. So the pacing at which you're working is just burning you out. And things are financially okay. You're making progress, but you're burning yourself out. You're wearing out your body, and your relationships are suffering. So, mind your self-care. Remember that there's more than just work. And try to minimize your stress level when it comes to your finances. This obsession with money and the conflict that you have with it is just going to tell the universe that, oh, this is where their area of focus is, so we'll just give them more of that, because the universe likes to use the law of attraction, and it pairs with whatever vibe you give it. So if we're stressing out about money and we're in panic mode and we're just throwing ourselves headlong into work, we're exhausting ourselves, well, guess what you're going to get? Okay. So we end on a bit of a warning note. We go up and down with a few things throughout the year, but we end on a warning note. Okay. Wow, my Taurus placements. I hope this was valuable to you. I hope this resonated for you, and if it does, by all means, give me a big thumbs up. Don't feel shy. Go ahead and let me know what you found useful in this reading in the comment section and down below. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't. Share the video anywhere online. It does help the channel grow. I truly appreciate it. And if you would like to be notified the next time I have a video go up, click the little bell in the right hand bottom corner, I do believe is where it's at. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys later. Bye.